This is One-on-One. Everything you've ever wanted or needed to know about higher education, you're about to find out with our good friend, Dr. Kaye Walter, president of Bergen Community College. Good to see you, Kaye.
Good to see you, Steve.
Let's talk about the fact that we just had an interesting discussion. We're here in our studio, and we were able to talk to you and 3 other college presidents who represent very different institutions. But the issue of cost generated a fascinating debate. You're concerned, aren't you?
I'm extremely concerned because we serve a student population that doesn't have money to go to college.
These are not rich kids who just can have money to burn.
These are kids who come from families where their parents work 2, 3, sometimes 4 jobs all the time,
right,
just to put food on the table and a roof over their heads.
So, when a kid, not even a kid, any person of any age, a student, starts to build up that kind of debt, right? What kind of impact does it have in terms of not just the academic, the college experience, but the potential that that student just doesn't hang in and quits?
If you look at your debt level and you see yourself building more and more debt, and you know that the job that you get when you finish college is not going to pay that debt off in any time period.
Sure.
You're going to start feeling frustrated and quit. That's why we are trying really hard to build our foundation right now, more and more scholarships so that students don't have to take out loans. So they're either able to go to college with financial aid,
right, or
with a scholarship from our foundation, because we are very concerned about the debt level of our students.
But the other part of that that's important is you mentioned, you know, the whole idea of I'm here to learn, but I'm also here to increase the odds that I'll be able to compete in a very competitive job market, you know? Talk about the internships that you offer on your campus and its direct connection to increasing the odds that a student could be employed in the marketplace.
I'll give you a really good example of an internship program that we have just started with Hackensack Medical Center, the John Thayer Cancer Center,
right,
to be exact. We started working this past year with 3 very bright physicians, Dr. Goldless, Dr. Singer, and Dr. Kaptan, who are neuro-oncologists and neurosurgeons. And they really need databases built. And we have technology students who can build databases. So we've developed internship programs with them and are in the process down the road of building databases for them.
What does it do for them? And first of all, the students are building a database for the physicians as it relates to their patients, and the patient is information. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It will allow them to really take a look at the research that they're doing on all of the new kinds of drug therapies and different protocol for treating brain cancer. So it's really an honor for us to be partnering with them. Not only are they providing internships for our students, but they also have been coming to campus and giving lectures for our students.
The physicians?
The physicians.
What does that do for the students?
The students call them their rock stars.
Wow.
These are students who want to be physicians, who want to be business people and work in the medical professions. They see this as an opportunity to connect with the work that they're going to be doing in the future.
It's a big part of Bergen Community College, as I've learned more and more about your campus, the whole idea of partnerships. You have a relationship, is it with Bergen Votech?
It's with Bergen Technical School.
What is that about, and how does that impact your students in a positive way?
We talked earlier today about finances.
With the college presidents, right?
With the college presidents, and you and I talked a little bit about it as we started this discussion. One of the things that our community colleges can do is partner with our technical schools, which we've done for a new applied technology degree.
Applied technology degree. Go ahead.
So we're going to have an early college class beginning in 2015 on our campus that will be students from the technology high school. They will be our students and their students at the same time. When they finish their high school degree in 4 years, they will have also finished their first year of college. Our faculty and their faculty will be co-teaching classes together and supporting these students so that financially they're going to have a year of college paid for when they finish, and they'll only have a year left to go to finish their associate's degree.
Kaye, does it come down to the fact that college, whether it's a 2-year institution or a 4-year institution, that the entire college experience at your place and others, particularly at your place for this conversation, requires that an institution of higher learning goes outside of its walls and partners with healthcare systems like you described at Hackensack or Bergen, Votech, and obviously others, that you can't just say it's all here on campus. It doesn't work that way.
That's, Steve, why we have the name community in our name. We are a community college, and we partner with our community businesses, our community K through 12 partners, and our university partners, so that everyone has access to an education in the most affordable and successful way.
Final topic. The whole question of readiness, student readiness, we also talked about in that College President's Roundtable. I want to delve into this a little bit more in the time we have with you. Why is it that so many students enter college so ill-prepared or just simply not prepared to do what they have to do, to forget about compete, survive?
We're finding that most of our first-generation students are not prepared to transition into college. As long as we give them preparation, and we've begun our new summer intensive program with our students, we prepare them to leave high school and to be ready to enter college-level courses.
So first, the whole question is they're coming from high school into Bergen and then from Bergen to a 4-year school. Go ahead, play it out.
So when they finish high school, if they're at risk, we put them in our summer intensive program.
What do you do with them?
We do all sorts of things. We have volunteers from the community again who come in and assist us. We have mentors for the students. We teach them study skills. We prepare them to take placement tests. We teach them about how they learn, whether they're an auditory learner, whether they like kinesthesis, whether they would prefer just to take an online class and be happy doing that.
It sounds like there's survival skills for higher education.
Well, of course there are. There's survival skills for every college
And there's no
student.
reason to assume that a person can just enter it and succeed. We need help.
We all need help.
Dr. Kaye Walter, president of Bergen Community College, one of the 19 community colleges in the state. Kaye, thank you so much.
Thank you, Steve.
Appreciate it. Stay with us. We'll be right back right after this. Thank you, Kaye.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been provided by the Fidelco Group, Investors Bank, New Jersey Natural Gas, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey Sharing Network, Verizon Communications, and by the New Jersey Education Association. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.